Hey everybody, how are you today? Lisa here. I'm lighting some Palo Santo. This is good for clearing. A lot of energy happening in the world today, if you could see the Schumann resonance. And this is also good for the crown chakra, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, the crown chakra. So I go in between this and sage to clear. I usually use sage a little bit more. And a friend of mine said, when in doubt, sage it out. And I love that. So whenever you're feeling any kind of imbalance or things just aren't working in your life where you want them to be, just sage. Any kind of toxic feelings or relationships or situations, sage your house. Go around your house, around the windows, around the doors, right? Around you, right? And say a little prayer to God or your higher source and sage it out. So with that, okay, let's get started. We're going to talk about the crown chakra today. This is right, the crown chakra today, which is number 7 in the regular chakra system that you're aware of with the color magenta. But as we've been doing, this is number 8 in the series because I have been bringing in 4 extra etheric chakras that are a higher vibration, that hold the vibration of a 4th and 5th dimension frequency. And we want to bring in these higher end chakras, moving out the old thought processes and bringing in the new, along with all of this fabulous energy that's coming in. So we spoke before last time about the third eye, and the third eye is about your intuition and your inner knowledge, and the crown chakra is about universal knowledge, universal energy, bringing in Christ consciousness, God consciousness, your higher self, universal energy source, whatever you feel comfortable with bringing in, but it's God frequency coming in of the universal source, because we are all connected. And when this crown chakra is open, you can connect to that divinity. When you're letting go of the material world, you're in the balance of that inner chakra, that inner truth, right? So we want to make sure that that's in balance. And the root chakra and the crown chakra are related, because if that root chakra that we spoke about in the beginning on the physical is not in balance, then it's difficult to concentrate on the spirituality. The crown is the spirituality. And it's a crystal color. If you can picture crystal, like a lotus flower, a lotus with the petals opened, that's enlightenment right here. That's enlightenment. And that's all part of this crown chakra, and it's magenta with the 7-stage chakra system that you may be familiar with. So when you're tuning into this area, wherever you're resonating, go with that and bring in the color scheme for that. Okay, yesterday I did yin yoga for the first time with my son, and yin has to do with enlightenment and balancing that crown chakra. So I thought that was very interesting, since this was the topic. So to keep that balance, to keep the balance of your crown chakra, it could either be underactive or overactive. And when you have an overactive crown chakra that's very opened, and I'm in that space a lot of the time, you can feel a little off balance, more connected to the spirituality than your physical needs. Detached, mundane things in the world are boring. Keeping your focus on day-to-day conversations with people, right? So for me, I have to find more balance with that area. As far as it being closed, some of the symptoms would be headaches and migraines. But I wrote them down like always, so I don't forget any. Headaches, migraines, difficulty concentrating, brain fog, problems sleeping. And when it's open too much, we spoke about that already. And when it's overactive, what's good too, and what works for me, is grounding, right? I always talk about going out in nature and drinking good pure water and moving my body and doing things that are physical. I also carry hematite. Hematite has been working really well for me. And I also have shungite. I wear shungite here. And when you're, you want to find that balance, you want to create that openness, there are stones, and I'm wearing them also. I have the amethyst, I have clear quartz, I actually have fluorite, which I love, and moonstone is great. And speaking of moonstone, we're having a super full moon tomorrow night, and it's going to be very bright and it's going to be very close to the earth. And these energies are very powerful. And if you're watching this series of chakra channelings with me, then you're probably attuned to the energy of what's happening, and the moon and the sun and all the things. And the Schumann, the amplitude was very high this morning. It was a 90. We did have a blackout last night. So it's like, how did you sleep? Some people either slept really well or not at all, having physical symptoms, having dreams, a lot of traveling in the night, a lot of different things. It's pretty awesome. Bliss, energy. Some people have anxiety. Some people feel depressed. So those are some of the ascension symptoms. So the best thing to do is to ground, drink good, pure water, take sea salt baths. Sea salt baths are fantastic if you can't get to the ocean, if you don't live near a body of water like that, right? You can add some Epsom salts in there. The crystals are grounding. And as far as the crown chakra, you want to say affirmations, and you want to really connect to the divinity. Prayer and meditation. When this is open, you have the ability to meditate and to pray and to really come from that higher state of consciousness when you're doing that. Because if you're, asking, in your prayers for things that you may want to happen, I usually say, please, bring to me for whatever is my highest good and who can I serve today. But when you're coming from a higher state of consciousness, that connection with the divine is faster, and you will start to see more synchronicities, have more deja vus, different things happening, rather than coming from that material space that we were talking about. Yes or no, can I have this? I want this because of this. It's really tapping into the feeling of what things are going to be giving you. How are you going to feel? How are you? It's so important. How are you going to feel? And a lot of people are disconnected with that, right? And we're living in those lower vibrations of guilt and shame and apathy and overwhelmed feelings and stress and fear and all of those things. And when we have that, we really can't tap in here. So it's really important to keep this open and balance all the other chakras that are happening within our body and above and below, right? To keep that balance so we can let go easy, we can detach easy, and we can stay in the moment and be in the heart space and intuitive instead of the ego, the monkey mind that keeps us stuck and really in a place of polarity, right? And we want to be in that 0 point neutrality place. I totally went off from the crown chakra. Guess I needed to say all that today. Okay, so so there's so many things that you can do. The crown is very important. You want to think of a crystal lotus flower, right? And tap into the divinity through that, right? And remember, it's connected to the root, so the root chakra. So if the crown, if you feel that you're, out of sorts and things, check in with the root. Right. And with the root, when your physical needs and physical things aren't met, you can't tap into higher states of consciousness to the crown or the other chakras that are above that we're going to be speaking about. Okay, so I'm going to do the sound bowl, which is very important. Listen to the sound bowl vibe. This is 432 hertz, which is balancing the whole entire body. 432 and 528 are amazing frequencies for balance and for DNA and cellular health. And this is the heart chakra. That was wonderful. You probably saw that eye flashing. I just like the petals of the lotus flower in this. I was just sitting in front of that eyeball, but whatever. I don't know what that means, but I like the color scheme, and it reminded me of the lotus flower. So that's why I have this background. Okay, I'm going. My cats love this. They love the sound bowl. They absolutely love it. Okay, I'm going to read my angel card. And this, I'm asking for the highest and best good for everybody of what they need at this time. Imagination. Thoughts are the building bricks of life, for everything begins with a thought. Add creativity to your thoughts and you will have imagination. Every castle starts as a castle in the air. This image is grounded in the architects and builders. The angels are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand the horizons and picture the life you want. When you hold the vision of the angels, see the clarity of your intention and open the door. They will open the doors to help you. The angel wisdom guides you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that you have the purest intentions. Then image your dreams and start the process of creation. I picture positive outcomes for the highest good. Again, I'm sorry I stumble on my words, but when I'm coming from a higher state like this, for me to read, sometimes it gets a little challenging. So yeah, so I absolutely love this. And I actually did a post on imagination, because we can create the world that we want and desire. And again, having these opened up here are going to assist with that knowledge coming in, because we always have that. And we forget to dream, right? If you would ask somebody, like, what do you want? What do you dream? People don't know. We get that shut off like that, right? So it's opening us up to dream and imagine and have that imagination of a child. So what I was saying in the post is that if you can imagine the world that you want to live in, the life you want to have, everything around you, it starts with the thought, just like this card says. It starts with the thought. It starts with the imagination, right? So when you can have that here, the mind can't distinguish between reality and what's imagined. So if you can have that focus, stay focused on that thought and the imagination, that will manifest. And with these energies and balancing the chakras and clearing out all the gunk, right, you will be able to create that quicker. And now things are quicker like this. So it's really important to watch your thoughts, right? And to let go and to turn it over. And when the crown is balanced, you can turn it over and let go and let God. And then you will be open to hear the answer with your intuition, right? In your heart and everything else that's going on. So with that, everybody have a beautiful day. Happy Monday, happy week. Enjoy the full moon. Feel the energies. Be in bliss, be peaceful and happy, and we'll talk soon. Have a good day. Bye.